in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Osean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Yusian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put their resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it'll be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude, visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying a plane. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle, so Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Erusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. You do determine the guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Target acquired.
launch from the silos off the charts.
Let's do this.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Nickel. Nickel.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Nickel.
Wake up! Missile coming your way!
You're falling behind on the targets. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. Strider 1, locked on target.
Nickel. Nickel. Pull up.
This is a serious mission. Was it wise of me to give Strider 2 account? A formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it.
I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off.
Fox 2. Vehicle eliminated.
Their bomber is right on target. We need to take down the craft guiding the strike.
Fox 2. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over. Hopefully the decoys will work. Those decoys look just like the real thing. They won't be able to tell.
Minutes remaining.
We don't know when they'll launch.
We'll be on time.
The sky feels open and free today.
Nickel.
As a Cyclops, it's not like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass.
With our bunker busters, it doesn't matter how much steel they load or how deep it is.
Friendly lost!
Nickel. Nickel.
Attack missed.
In gun range. Target eliminated.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Strider 1, Fox 2. minutes remaining. Strider 1, locked on target. Fox 2.
Enemy fighter approaching. Fill us full of lead. Target destroyed.
2 minutes remaining.
Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay. That's a swing and a miss. Be a lot easier to find the silo if the weather was nice.
One minute remaining. Seconds remaining.
Where are the reinforcements? Wait, what the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude. There'll be more missiles from the remaining silos.
Damn, we didn't even manage to take out one of their silos.
Missile.
Missile closing! Break! Break!
Missile. Missile.
Chaffin flags launched.
Missile.
Enemy on your ass!
Warning, we confirmed 2 more launches. Take them out.
Now from the silos?
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Missile evading! I'm behind my target. Enemy's got a lock!
Fox 2.
Missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Missile. Missile.
Evading enemy missile! I'm cornered!
Multiple additional launches confirmed. There's 3 of them.
Does anybody have eyes on it? Target acquired. I'm cornered.
Fox 2.
The enemy has a lock on me.
The target will soon reach critical altitude. The target will soon reach critical altitude. The target is about to reach critical altitude. The target is about to reach critical altitude. Strider 1, missile away. The IRBM has disappeared from radar. It's pointless to follow after it now.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude. There'll be more missiles from the remaining silos.
Damn, we didn't even manage to take out one of their silos.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Warning, we confirmed 2 more launches. Take them out.
Now from the silos? Schrager, enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
He dodged it.
Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile. 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 Missile.
They have me spiked.
Missile. Missile.
Multiple additional launches confirmed.
Missile.
There's 3 of them.
Does anybody have eyes on it?
Strider 1, missile away. The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Breaking out of lock.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I've got you. Fox 2, Fox 2. They evaded it.
The target will soon reach critical altitude.
I've got you.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy behind you.
Missile.
Heads up. What's closing? Break. They have me spiked.
The target will soon reach critical altitude. 1, missile away. The target is about to reach critical altitude.
Enemy has a lock!
The target is about to reach critical altitude. All of the missiles have been destroyed.
That was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me? You had us sweating up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash.
Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Arusia only has 5 IR.
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an arsenal bird followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erusha is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi. Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1,500 meters to tanker. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast, lower airspeed. 500 meters, you have permission to access the refueling tanker. Meters. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Nice job, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly? We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men. Everyone here's already signed their wills. That ain't funny. Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood.
Caution alert.
Strider 1, your altitude is too high. Check your altimeter and reduce altitude at once. Strider 1, you've exceeded the altitude restriction. You most likely triggered the enemy's radar. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Dazzler's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. We'll catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Pull up.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution.
Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution alert. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Caution.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off you'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give him a beating.
Target acquired. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from? Strider 1, enemy on your 6. They took out our leader's bird! Hurry to the
Pull up.
Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
Target locked. This is Basilisk 1. Arrived at the AO. Landing down.
Roger that.
Caution.
If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. No help our allies.
On time, base is free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, missile away.
Missile. Missile.
Broadcaster, hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make them approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them?
Missile.
Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies at the LZ. Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Target locked.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Escape is locked. I can relay.
Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Missile.
Locked on. Go down.
Missile.
Attack missed.
We need to immediately destroy anything that'll jeopardize the landing.
Missile
Missile.
inbound. Evade.
Missile.
Vehicle eliminated. Fox 2.
Missile.
The timing couldn't be worse. This puts our delivery staff in danger.
Missile.
That's the last of our engineers. They've all been taken out.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Target destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Escape is locked. Breaking away. Escaping combat.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Fast was 1. Landed down. Strider 1. Trust your allies and keep moving. Space is ours for the taking. Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Caution. Pull up.
Breaking.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. But this is war. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out. It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of him for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. You have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
We've confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches and the turkey.
We've still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
2 remaining.
Breaking off.
Strider 1, missile launched. 1 last enemy fighter.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Missile.
The enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
That's it. If we take out those 2, we can force our way inside the facility.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
Pull up.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Caution.
That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3. Great. I get to finally set my booties into ring the bell. There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Pull up.
Sarge, tear down that barricade.
Caution.
How'd it go?
Caution. Pull up. Pull up. Caution.
This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Move to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters to the runway. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. Impressive, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed through Waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, he was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit, just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece. What's your fix? Stand it!
Strider 1, the return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. Ah, it's real funny.
Bandit still active. The enemy has a lock on me.
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Missile.
Three strikes in the sky.
Missile.
Too bad for those guys.
Our troops have to let us alone.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking. Bandit acquired. I'm taking fire, but I can fly.
Target hit.
Caution, enemy has a lock. Enemy missile chasing me. Cyclops 4, Fox 2. We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it. Cyclops 4, hostile behind you. On my target's route, firing. Go green, hostile has a lock on me.
The enemy is desperately trying to stop our advance. It's tougher than we thought.
Friendly lost.
Forward! Support on the back!
This is Squad 6, locked on bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy missile coming at me, breaking.
Let me slide in on that tan.
Call reinforcement! Damn it! I know it sooner!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Careful! The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
It's no use! We have to retreat!
Strider 2, lost 2. Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Show the enemy what kind of surprise we've got waiting for him.
We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Target destroyed.
Caution.
Okay, Trigger. The park is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
I'll show you all how it's done.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Target acquired. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Lock 2.
Missile.
Hostile
Missile.
has a lock. Low morale is our real issue right now. They shouldn't have mentioned 3 strikes during the briefing. Look at what's left of our forces. Damn that 3 strikes!
Boy, am I glad 3 strikes is here.
Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Locked on.
We can't break the lock.
The enemy's pouring on their forces! We can't let the enemy take this position! Kill them all! An enemy is behind you! Bandit acquired. Locked on.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Friendly has been shot down!
Missile. Missile.
Roger. The park room is secured. European big shots cleared the way.
I am being destroyed.
Reduce altitude. Fly between the buildings.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take them out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground. Where is our air support? The time to be time doesn't change once that plane showed up. Finish them!
Reaper or ECM. Shoot it!
Strider 1, Vox 2.
Special delivery.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, locked on target.
That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up one squadron at the Silver Bridge.
You never know what's gonna happen in naval warfare. Stay vigilant. Breaking rock! Evasive action! Gentlemen, the six o'clock.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Three strikes is overhead. Leading Rush rail on our side. Attack the right flank.
Missile.
This is our chance.
Missile. Missile.
Push it! Missile! Evade!
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given the circumstances. I've been spiked. We must take advantage of this opening!
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Emergent Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Turn the tide.
Understood.
Understood. All right. Understood. Understood.
Missile.
Understood. Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Strider 1,
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into start base.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose? Tank units advance!
Damn it, three strikes is back.
target acquired.
Don't let down your guard. The enemy will fight to the very end.
Missile hit.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
We don't have enough ships left for organized combat.
Missile launched.
Missile.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down and move on to the next.
This is 1-2. We've eliminated the enemy resistance. 1, 2, and 3 are making their way to HQ now.
Enemy fleet is crippled. Friendly warship should be able to finish him off. 5 minutes remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
There's no way we're pulling back now. If they take our headquarters, we're finished.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target acquired.
Spiked. Breaking away.
Watch the flame of the three strikes. You sure it's true? We're really good pilots from Stonehenge?
H2. Powerful AA defenses in the AO. Coordinates Tango 28. Lima 39.
Let me slide in on that tail.
In gun range.
Strider 1 crashed.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. Really been putting pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done.
Missile.
I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Missile.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone. Strider 1, missile launched.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Slide in on that tail. Cute. No, it's real funny.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, you're taking fire.
Controls are down. Ejecting.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Missile.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Target acquired. Vehicle eliminated.
Missile. Stall warning.
Target is in machine gun range.
Half the enemy's already down. That LRSSG is really stubborn.
These guys just won't give up.
Roger. Mark Ruby secured. The OT and big shots are on the way.
I know the feeling.
Black 2.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
Strider 1, locked on target.
They got a friendly.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Missile, evading.
The missile got through our EPM. Ready.
Missile. Missile.
Anti-aircraft guns destroyed.
Locked on hostile. This is Grab 7. The enemy has a lock on me.
Missile away.
I've got you.
Careful. The rules and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Caution.
Lock on. Good night.
Caution.
Strider 1 is down.